Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.
Some hustling niggas gotta pay these bills. Shit in the feel is real. We some bustin' niggas with license to kill. If you ain't down, you better chill. We not joking niggas, shit we say is real. Paper chasing is how we live. We some hungry niggas.
I'm back to having the normal life. I was just trying to get all my moving and everything situated, get my birthday out of the way. Now it's like, all right, now I'm back to business. Now I'm back to, being able to do the things that I need to do.
Trying to see this phone. I swear, what this phone trying to act stupid. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see this thing recording.
They said you were recording the call up at the time.
Oh, it is. Well, then she don't understand. Okay, then it's recording then. Because it ain't been showing that recording. Now it's coming up.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. See, there we go. All right. Yeah, because shoot, and which is crazy because I think I done damn near interviewed your whole glory hole crew almost. Damn near. From your I talk about this shoot from Teak Badass, Apple Red Bottom, even your girl Princess and all that, and they all rave about you and Kim and everything, and much respect, yo. So, cause I swear I gotta ask, how do y'all recruit the girls? Cause it seems like y'all have a good eye for talent.
I don't really feel like there is a recruiting type of thing. I just feel like there are girls that want to do it and they tell us that they want to do it and they say that they want to be a part. So we just say, okay. I don't feel like that we particularly pick the girls off of their talent. I would just say we just pick them just strictly off of loyalty, the fact that this is something that they want to do, they want to build their own, little brand on their own and add to it. And we just respect it. And we say, okay, well, if there's something that you want to do, then come on, be a part. And I feel like we kind of grew, kind of more family oriented over the last few years because we do a lot of things together outside of just doing the events. We support each other, we call each other, we talk to each other, we're in a group chat. If anybody needs any help and we can help, we help out. So I would say it has become more of a family dynamic, more so, now than, what it used to be in the past. So I'm very appreciative of it.
Yeah, because you done became big sis. Because I see you had mentored many of the girls that is in the crew, showing them the ropes with content, how the moving industry and the whole nine. Did you think you were gonna be mentoring girls when you first got into this?
To be honest, I don't even see it as mentoring. I just feel like it's just helping my friends out. If they have questions and I feel like, if they come across anything, I, tell them that I'm here, just reach out to me. And if I have the answer, I'll give it to you. So I really see it as mentoring. I just see it as me just helping out the girls around me and you know, us just growing together. Which is because a lot of people tell me, like, my boyfriend included, that you don't see yourself like other people see you. And I don't. Like, I just see myself as a regular average person and just doing my thing, trying to make a living just like everybody else. Um, but people think of me in different ways, and I'm appreciative of them, you know, thinking of me as a big sister and me helping them out, you know, as much as I do, because they help me out too. So I'm just happy to have people that think of me in those ways.
Well, shoot. Well, I ain't even gonna front you. It didn't surprise me because, like I said, the way that you and Kim move and the way y'all run your business,
Hmm.
it draws people to want to learn from you. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Because sometimes when you're successful, it makes other people want to learn from you to see how how it's supposed to be done. Period. And I will admit this, and I'm saying this, they do it the right way, people. Trust me. The proof is in the pudding because you know who they are. You see what they do. You see how they move.
Hmm.
And two, the other part of this is I love talking to Quincy because I just love the Baltimore accent. I swear I miss it. I just love it. I was just listening. I was like,
Oh,
I miss my cousins in Baltimore.
is that like they like, oh, I just want to talk to you just so I can hear your accent. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Long as you ain't gonna make fun of it, I'm fine with that.
Oh, no. To
Hold on,
me,
give me 2 seconds. I forgot my lighter. Hold on.
that's all good. Ooh, we got to see a little something. Yeah, I'm sorry, people. Well, while she gone, let me go ahead and handle this right now. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcast career. All you got to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and start podcasting today by getting yourself a profile. I'm your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link. allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Let me tell you about 3 wonderful sponsors that we got. First one being lswirl.com. Next up, eroticismmagazine.com. And last but not least, excitebunny.com. If you heard the show, you know what they're about. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go to shopgwdistrict.com and get some great shopping done. You get the opportunity to buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailers and shops. Also, check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com as well as the BGP LLC app, which you can download on your phone or access it on your desktop. And this is a special smoke episode because it became a video episode. Because originally we were going to do audio, but she was looking so sexy and gorgeous and turned on her camera. I said, you know something? Yeah, let's go ahead and make this a special smoke. So I'm here to introduce to you the sexy, the lovely, glory hole princess, legendary porn star, as well as influencer, as well as top model. I'm talking about the one and only Quincy Roe.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
She got the nails did, looking all tender and sexy on the camera. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Lord have mercy. I done talked to girls about the last part y'all did, the cops and robber party. And I've seen the footage. I've seen some of the stuff, what have you. And man, that thing was lit. Y'all parties be lit, yo.
Uh, yeah, I still feel like the 4th of July party was a lot litter.
Oh
Like,
God.
we really had a good time. I got so drunk to the point where I don't even really remember a lot of it. I got so lit. But the cops and robbers party was pretty lit. We had a great time.
Oh my God. So like when y'all organize these, how y'all come up with the themes? And and like I said, do y'all travel around the DMV when you do these parties, or y'all just doing a specific spot?
Well, first, I'm not taking any credit for any of the things. I mean, the guy that does the things is DC Go Hard. He is the end all be all, top and bottom
Mm,
of the Glory Hole organization. Like, he asks us sometimes our input, and
mm,
if he, you know, can't think of anything off the top of his head, but for the most part, he comes up with all of that stuff himself. The only thing, like, I am a part of the Glory Hole brand, yes, but it is pretty much strictly just Kim's thing. All I do is just show up, be pretty. I'm a part. So it's like I just come to the parties to show support for my friend and her business that she's grown, and I'm also a part of the staff. So if anybody have any issues or problems or anything, questions or concerns, they can always come to me and ask me. But I'm really just strictly there for support of her and her business. I promote it, I advertise it so that other people that want to do it can go and have a good time, come and have a good time with us. Or if even if it's not with us, because sometimes I'm not always there at every event, you know. But I want people to be able to go to her events and have a great time. So to be honest, between her and her husband, the main two people that come up with the ideas, come up with the concepts, and things of that nature. Now, as far as when it comes to traveling, I can't say that will be something. I can't say because I'm not sure for sure, even though I do talk to her husband and her pretty much on an everyday basis. We haven't talked about them expanding outside of the DMV yet.
I don't think y'all should, to be
Um,
honest with you, because it makes it special because it's in the DMV. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
And it's becoming, I've been saying this, DMV is becoming the glory hole capital of the world.
It is.
Because, I mean, it's like, there's one time it was Tampa. I remember Tampa, it was popping, but y'all got it popping way harder than Tampa do. Way harder, yo. For real.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a couple different glory hole brands that are in Maryland as well, because Kim isn't one that throws glory hole parties, but she is the only person events that I attend. So with there being at least three that I know of, professional swinger, kink lifestyle parties, there are at least three of them. So with there being a couple of different entities that you can party through, it kind of makes it even bigger than it just being just Kim Swallows and her Glory Hole girls and what she got going on. There's other people that throws more privater events that you really have to be linked into, in order to be able to go to theirs because they're a little bit more private with theirs. But we want people to know that this is going on. We wanted to branch past it just being something secretive. So I feel like that's why how she came up with the whole Glory Hole Girls concept. And I know in the future, I've already talked to them about that. We're actually gonna do a bigger branding of the Glory Hole Girls and do more with that brand to make it even bigger, because this is something that I've seen that she wanted to do for a really long time, and it's actually getting to the point of it prospering into a real legit business. And I talk to her every day, and I talk to her husband every day and give them different ideas of how to make it bigger, how to make it grow, so that I can also put what I have into it as well. Instead of me just being supportive of my friend, I have my own business aspect that I also want to tie into what she has, but on a stricter basis.
Yeah, because it feels like it's heading towards it being a brand. And it's looking like the way that y'all doing it is becoming bigger and bigger with each party and each event, period. Because I don't think people ever thought of it as making it a business
Right.
per se. It was more of a party, more of an event, more fun. But y'all like really heading to that business side of things to where it's a brand.
Yes.
And people know when y'all drop, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think who did I talk to? It was it Alabama? I done talked to so many of the damn glory hole girls. I swear. I was like, I talked to all the girls. I say I got to get the two head girls on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like to me, and I think that's when you're doing something, especially parties. That's something you eventually, especially at first, you might not be doing it thinking of it being a brand. But then after a while, as it become more popular, more known, because y'all becoming known for that shit. You feel what I'm saying? As a group.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people are getting that that acknowledgement as a group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, there are other brands that do the glory hole that is outside of Maryland. And I feel like, we've reached out and tried to collab with them, but things haven't really worked out. So we like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna do our own thing,
You know why? Because they look at y'all's competition. See, let's keep it 100. We keep it 100 on my show because I didn't talk to Princess Gemini because she does, her swinger parties out there in Vegas. And I know it's competition in the swinger party. So I know it's competition in the glory hole.
Yes.
Because they want to, because anybody that does it, especially if you're trying to make money with it, because I'm pretty sure even with privates when they get money, they want to be the best glory hole. So the competition is there. So they're not going to want to collab so much because that means I'm giving away clientele to y'all, which is kind of messed up in the thought process because you would think the more you collab, the more you build to maybe y'all might can make it a complete fucking damn big ass blowout fucking party, carnival, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously.
But the thing about it is we was trying to collab with them before we even was thinking about building a business. Like we was talking about going down there and doing videos for them, in exchange of, just, we gonna bring some light to your stuff, you're gonna bring some light to our stuff. We wasn't thinking about it as, oh, well, let's just go ahead and just build this as a business since, they the ones that threw it out there. And as saying, why would you want to collab with us? You can just do your own thing. They all came back. Like,
now they're regretting the shit because everybody want to go to y'all shit. See what happened, people? If you shut your mouth, you might not put yourself in a tough predicament. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So with that being said, I know that's something that Kim Swallows want to do. I kind of want to do something of the same sort, but I want to do things differently because with the parties is pretty much for regular people.
Yeah.
The parties are for people that enjoy the swinging, the BDSM, the kink lifestyle, and enjoy having discreet fun. And I feel like mixing the two of people creating content with people wanting to have discreet fun is, kind of riding a thin line just a little bit too much. So I kind of want to separate it and make it so that everybody can get what they need, but in the same sense, not all do it together.
Yeah, most definitely. Because it's kind of like my network. I have the Premium Smoke Room. I call my network the Smoke This Over podcast family. I got different podcasts, different hosts, or what have you. And we're all underneath the same umbrella, but each show has its own identity. So it's kind of like what y'all building is you building an umbrella where your shit gonna have its own identity, but yet still connected. You know? Yeah.
Because I mean, we've already grown as a business already, and it's just like we want to grow more business owners on top of what we already have. Because the more people you have, the more money you can build, the bigger the pot. So it's just like I've known Kim and DC go hard for 10 years.
DC go hard, man.
Yeah.
Speaks the volumes, dude. This dude been going hard for like damn near a decade and then some. Goddamn, I remember his name when I was coming into business. He was killing DC. Him and Kev Cash dominated DC when it came to porn. People don't realize how legendary this dude is, man. For real.
They don't, because he real low key. He's always been real low key.
Yes.
But the thing about it is, his name was out there, but he wasn't really out there. Like. A lot of people know his name, but can't really put a face to it. But the thing about it, he's always around, but he's invisible. He's just the person behind the scenes making everything happen. So with that being said, he's not seen all the time, but now since he's, put all of his time and his energy and everything into this 100% now, I talk to him and he's my friend just as well as his wife is my friend. I talk to them all the time and I tell them, I want you to build your own business. Like, yes, that's her business. I want you to have your own business. And then I have my own business and we just all work together. and do our things, like, because it's better to have people to do it with than to be doing it on your own. And I trust them. We already been doing it, so we just gonna keep doing it and making things better.
No doubt, no doubt. So I'm surprised y'all ain't well shit. Well, you kind of can't do, but like a live stream.
I do live streams.
Oh my God! So that would be hot. Like y'all live stream like behind the glory hole and shit. Oh my God, that shit would be fire, yo.
I'm like, look, you gave me an idea. I'm gonna put it in the basket. We gonna see what happens.
Most definitely. So with you, like I said, you have an extensive brand
Yeah.
when it comes to this business. You're not only a porn star, you also deal with fetish, the glory holes, shit pinup. Because every time I look up that thing, you dropping like hot ass pics.
Yeah.
Shit.
Modeling. I'm trying to get more into my. I say I don't want to just do porn. Porn is just something that opened the doors for me for people to know who I. But I do brand ambassading. I do modeling and
Mhm.
stuff. I'll do music videos. Photo shoots. I'll even rip the runway. I don't mind be a hand model because I always got my nails done. Like, I always make myself available for different opportunities. And I don't just turn things down just because I think it's gonna be hard. I challenge myself and I try my best to put my best foot forward and try things out to see what works for me. And it's always to make sure that you have different streams of income. And it's just like porn was just the opening door for me. I still want to do other things outside of just being Quincy Roe, the porn star. I want people to take me serious as a businesswoman, to know that I can do other things as well. And I feel like a lot of porn stars don't think about that. Comes to doing porn, all they do is just porn, 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 and they don't think about other things that they can be doing that can also make them other streams of income.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, you are the spokesperson and technically the product.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I used to tell girls back in the day, porn is supposed to be your stepping stone. There's other ways you can make money within the porn, not just on the webcam and tip. We can talk about merchandising.
Yeah.
We can talk about being an influencer. Period. Shit, hell, some girls even go as far as charge motherfuckers for consultation. Let's go there. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, I definitely hold on, put my phone on do not disturb. I definitely charge for consultations. When people say, "Hey, I'm new to the industry, I'll give me some, tips and tricks and things that I could do." I do consultations for $100 but I'm not just willing to just give the information for free, because I worked very, very hard to get where I am, and people just didn't give me free information just to get me where I am. I had to figure it out. I had to learn. I had to watch other people do what they were doing and figure out, you got to spend money to make money. So I was doing a lot of spending, and I try my best to keep it 100 with these people, because it don't just happen overnight. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't start making money doing this until after my second year of doing it. So it's just like, if you think that you're just about to do this and there's about to be some get money quick, like, it don't work that way. And it's like, I've been telling people I want to do professional porn. I want to do professional porn. I don't want to just be a content creator anymore, because
Mhm.
of all of the stuff that it comes with. And it took 4 years of me doing this for me to get a scene with the people that I wanted to do a scene with, or for the people that I wanted to notice me to actually notice me and give me opportunities that I've been looking for since year 2 and year 3, you know? So it's like, it don't happen overnight, and you got to put in a lot of work. It's not just
So I,
gonna.
so I think because you had done, I think one of the content houses with, I think what was it, Mr. Nuts.
Yes.
Mr. Nuts. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, he raved so much about you. He was like, man, she came in and knocked it out. God. And I tell females how you work on set and how you impress the director, because it ain't about the talent sometimes. It's about that director and that producer just watching. And if you impress them, it leads you to other gigs, other opportunities,
Yeah.
period, when you put your best foot forward. And just hearing how he talked, just when I mentioned your name, you can just hear him just light up like, oh yeah, Quincy. Oh, she is just wonderful. I can't wait till she come back. She came in, she just knocked them things out, so professional. And I was like, and what's going to end up happening is more producers is going to ask because people don't realize producers talk to each other.
Yes, they
You know,
do.
especially when they see, wait a second, we ain't seen Quincy. When did Quincy start working with them? Hey, and nuts. Tell me about Quincy Roe. Oh man, she was great. This, that, and third. And then when that ends up happening, that's when they start contacting you. So when you talk to girls, do you explain that's very important for them to go on set and show up and show out, be professional in the whole nine? So it might lead to other things. 'Cause I think a lot of girls don't even understand that.
Um, to be honest, I don't because nobody has gotten there but me out of my crew. Like, I don't really converse with a lot of content creators like online. Like, I really just stay in my lane and just do my thing. Like, if you don't come to me and say, "Hey Quincy, I got a question," or "Hey, I'm concerned about this," I'm not really the reaching out type to just be like, "This is what you do, this is how you do it." If you closed mouths don't get fed. So it's like, I don't know what you got going on unless you let me know, because I'm so focused on what I got going on
Mm-hmm.
to really focus on what you got going on. But to be honest, like, I'm the first one out of my crew that has gotten these opportunities. So I haven't had those talks with them because they haven't gotten those opportunities to be like, "Well, this is what you do and this is how you do it," yet. Except for one girl, Kata Brat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
I
got
viewed her yesterday.
so seen with
It was a big show.
yes, with the Habib show. And I she asked me a few questions and I told her, like, you just go in there, you do your thing, just you got this, because some people just need the encouragement. But like I said, she asked me questions, I gave her the answers. I'm not the person. I don't really be babying people or, holding people hands through things. Like, that's not really my thing because I still gotta do my own thing. So, if it ever came to it, I definitely wouldn't mind, letting people know how to handle certain situations and how to do it. But I really didn't know. I feel like with me, I just know how to be professional, period, with the background of different jobs and people that I've been around, to the point where it just carried over, to this as being a business for me. And so it just, yeah, it's just something that just flowed. So it just worked.
So did you? So let's see here. Did you go to the exotic? Well, you did go to the exotic Miami. What the fuck I'm asking? Uh,
I did, but
how
I
was
was
Miami
out
this
of
year?
day. I only went to Exotica on that Friday. I didn't go Saturday and Sunday because I had other business things going on. So I couldn't really dedicate my time to the event itself. But I did a little business stuff while I was there, and a little pleasuring.
Oh, excuse me. Made a lot of people happy, which made your pockets happy, huh? so, did you do any shooting while you were down
Yeah, that's all I was doing. That's why I couldn't really really get to Exotica and do the things that I wanted to do, because I was shooting, I was podcast, I was interviews, and then for the after that was over, I just chilled for the rest of the time I was there.
Yeah, cause I talked to a lot of people. They said this wasn't a party Miami Exotica this day around. Motherfuckers was putting in work,
Yes, they were.
work like a
Yes,
mother.
they were. It was pretty.
So,
It
but
was boring.
yeah, which is funny. Which Miami ain't never been exciting, but so much because usually it be like the Exotica in New Jersey. Then I heard DC was lit last year.
DC definitely was lit last year.
See, I'm surprised I ain't doing no glory hole party after party for the Exotica. I'm just putting that out there.
So we always want to do a glory hole party afterwards, but the thing about it is, it's so far away. So the problem that I have with Exotica is the city that they technically say that it's going to be in, it's not in. So they say that it's in DC, but it's actually in Dulles, which is actually in Virginia. So it's not in, it's not Maryland, and where they throw the parties in Maryland, but it's in deep Maryland. It's like Waldorf, like
Damn.
it's like Upper
I know.
Marlboro. So that's what I'm saying. So with that being said, between Dulles, getting that far
Yeah.
is just too much. And it's like, it's hard to try to find a venue that will allow us to be able to do those type of things, like trying to get an Airbnb or whatever. It's a hassle. Like we've tried it. It never works out. So, and it's like in the places where they throw the parties, the wall is permanent. They don't take the wall down and build it back up. The house that the wall is in, that's where it is. So
Yeah, I feel you on that. So,
yeah.
so before we get to the shoot that you did in Exotica,
Okay.
she did some podcasts and some interviews, which I'm pretty sure was that because from where that sound from, I remember our conversation last year.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes because now more people, now you're getting a little bit more mainstream attention with the interviews and stuff like that, and people want to interview you. How does it feel that people want to know the story of Quincy Roe?
It feels good. It's a little overwhelming. Like I'm still getting used to people knowing who I am. Um, like I said, I just really feel like a regular person. So it's a little overwhelming, but I feel like it's still gonna get some time to, for me to get used to. But it's cool. Like I like it. It's getting me prepared for the future because I know this is just the beginning. It's only going to get worse from here. But it's a little scary at the same time because it's like with me being a regular person, with me kind of being an introvert, with me staying to myself and me not really, putting myself in a position to really be out there for the most part. Um, it's kind of scary for people to know who you are and you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
It kind of gets to the point where it's like you're out and people just staring at you and you like, do this person know that I'm Quincy Roe, or are they just staring at me because I'm just pretty? Like,
Probably a combination of both. Because you're getting out
yeah.
there. I'm telling you that now. You're getting out there.
And then it's like, then you get the people that like, oh, I saw you out, and then it's like I hear other scary stories from other girls that pretty much do what I do, and sometimes even my friends, and it's just like you kind of gotta like watch your back, like everywhere you go, and watch your surroundings, and always travel with people and not really travel by yourself because it's like it's really hard, you know.
See,
Just,
you become a celebrity, people. She needs a bodyguard. She needs a security team now. but but that speaks to the work that you're doing and that is working, because I tell people if you're getting podcasters asking about you or wanting to interview you, I tell girls do it because it introduces you to a broader audience. Because it's a difference between I'm seeing you on Twitter versus I'm hearing you on Spotify, and that's one of the most biggest and most surfed, what I'm saying, streaming services in the world.
mm-hmm.
And plus, on top of that, it might increase your sales. It also increase your visibility, period. So, and plus the medium itself is growing and kind of new. It's like I'm sitting here hearing motherfuckers getting deals, the whole nine. It's like it's just crazy, yo. And plus I'm seeing more of us starting podcasts now.
Yeah.
On the story and telling the business and everything. And I think that's very important for us to do because there's so many misconceptions that we gotta fight not only from our fans, but from people coming into business. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And it's needed.
Yep, I agree. And I feel like just with the work that I do, period, I feel like it needs to be more like normalized. And I feel like a lot of people think so negatively about what I do. And I get so much like hate from people because they like, oh, I don't have any morals and I don't have any principles and I don't have this and I don't have that. And it's just like, at the end of the day, I'm still a regular person. Like, I'm still a regular human being. I still get up every day and wash my ass and put on my clothes and get ready for my day for the most part, just like the average person that has a regular job. It's just that I just sell sex. And a lot of people don't take people that sell sex in all categories, not just porn, but also, you know,
stripping, all that,
yeah,
webcam, all that.
yeah, they think real negatively of you because they feel like, you know, you selling sex, but at the same time they don't understand what your end goal is. And it's like a lot of times it's like the average American dream doesn't work for everyone. Everybody don't have the ability to be able to be like, oh well, you know, I have the money to go to college or I have the money to pay for my education, because at the end of the day, people like us, we got to take out loans, you know, we got to end up paying those back. And there's no guarantee that you're going to get a job in your field, you know, just because you have a degree, you know. So it it becomes kind of hard for a lot of us to be able to live the regular American dream as it is painted. So it's like the people that work a little, well, what they feel like work a little bit harder to get where they are, look down on us because they feel like what we're doing is making fast money. So
Yeah, because it's funny because people don't realize how many of the top actresses and actors that's in Hollywood that y'all motherfucking just love has done fucking porn. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, it just they don't never necessarily talk about it. And then one of the ones that everybody just talks about want to be like Kim Kardashian. We didn't give a fuck about it till she was sucking Ray J's dick on the camera. So it's kind of funny that people still want to judge us, look at us a certain way, but you revere people that have done it. And you know what I'm saying? They had started their career because of it and moved on to Hollywood and did big things. Like one of the ladies from Tyler Perry. God, what's her damn name? And which she the one that she was always God, what's her name? Oh, I had it on the tip of my tongue. Cause she was on Medea Boo, the short one, not the one that was on House of Pain, but the other one. She had Love Thy Neighbor, something she had on a TV show. Like she been constantly saying ma. She the little short old one.
yeah,
Tough.
but last
Yeah. She could sing her ass off. She also was in, the Universal Soul Circus. But what people don't know is she did like 10 porn scenes, shot for Hollywood, West Coast production and all that shit. And she ended up working with, you know what I'm saying, Tyler Perry doing a bunch of plays, and now she's in the movies. From Moms. She also was in God, I can't think of what. Anyway, she was in the blonde lady that was rich in Moms. I can't think of her name offhand. I'm sorry looking it up. She did porn before she got into acting.
mm,
And then I think about Stoya. Stoya was in The Entourage on Hollywood while she was still doing porn. You feel what I'm saying? So people don't realize that just because we do porn don't mean that we're not talented in any other way.
mm-hmm.
Period. And also that doesn't mean that we can't achieve more outside of porn, because that's one thing I hate when someone say, well, because you do porn you can't do this. That's a bullshit lie. You can still find a job, you can still find a husband. To be honest with you, I hate to tell you people, some of the motherfuckers, when you go to the emergency room, some of them nurses do porn, motherfucker.
Yeah, or they do webcamming, or there's a lot of girls that I know that have professional jobs that do some type of amateur sexual,
Mm,
whether it be you just selling feet pictures,
yeah.
or you know, whether you're just full on, you know, do it like I do it. It's like it's a side hustle, and it's like if there's people that are willing to pay for it, it's just like, why look down on the people that are providing the
Mm,
the the you know the service to the people that are requesting it. It's not like, we robbing people with guns, like,
Mhm.
buy a fucking OnlyFans, I'm gonna blow your brains out. Like, no, people are willing to buy it because it's entertainment and pleasure to
Mhm.
them, just as well as people invest in video games, just like music, concerts, jerseys, tennis shoes. Everybody has their what we would consider guilty pleasure. Um,
Mhm.
People gamble. People are alcoholics.
Yeah.
People, everybody has something that they use as a release,
Mhm.
and porn just so happened to be one of the oldest things in time.
Hey man, they was porn in the caveman days. People, they used to write it on the walls. People used to write it on the walls. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, or
Speaking of, go ahead.
people, they used to have people on stage
Mm,
perform sexual acts, and people used to actually sit and watch
yeah.
them do it before there were actually cameras to for people to record.
Most definitely. So, who are some of the people that you worked with in Miami this year?
um well, I only officially did 3 scenes. I did one scene with James Angel.
Okay.
um he's a porn star. He's done some mainstream stuff. um I did a scene with Dante Diggs.
Yeah, I know that name.
Yeah, so that was our second scene that we did together. And then I did a scene with my boyfriend as well. He's a want to start doing content and things of that nature, so I'm helping him out.
I'm pretty sure you happy because it's that's chemistry you ain't got to worry about working on.
That's like better that way because it limits me from working with other people. Like, I don't really have to work with other people to create my content. I can just do it with him because it's safer. It's not a hassle. It just makes things better.
You know where his dick been. Keep it real.
One thing, and then I mean, on top of that, it's just like it's hard to find male talent that ain't creepy. Like, it's some
Yeah.
people that I just completely will say I refuse to work with just because of the fact that they aren't professional. Like, and it's a lot of popular guys that I was like interested in working with, but after I got to know them, I was just like, I'm not interested in working with them because they aren't professional. Like, they want to lay up, they just want to hang out. Like, yeah, pull up on me, we can make some content. I'm like, nah, like, you know,
And see,
I,
people think I'm lying when I said probably 75%, if not 90% of the guys getting into this business and in this business are lames
yeah,
because they use this business to get pussy because they don't get pussy in their own sex life, not because they curving their sex life, because of course we have to somewhat adjust our sex life for doing this business. They just don't get pussy. They awkward. They don't know how to holler. They don't know how to talk to women outside of porn anyway. So this is their way of getting their nuts and getting their jollies, and they try to use it sometime to find themselves a little girlfriend, get some little off camera. And even when I was male talent, I didn't give a fuck about fucking you off camera because I'm like, I'm already fucking you on camera. What the fuck? I mean, what much more fucking do I need from you? And that when I was single, you feel what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like I tell dudes, you don't want to get that thirsty label. You don't want that thirsty label because when that gets around, nobody wants to fuck with you, fellas. Speak to that, mama.
yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's been a lot of guys that I just was like, you know what, I just don't want to work with them. Like, I don't care how many followers they have, I don't care who they work with, I don't care if they paying me. Like, I'm not willing to put myself in a position where, like, because first of all, a lot of them don't want to pay you. That's first and foremost. Oh, I'm popular. I, I shouldn't have to pay you, whatever, whatever. So it's just like I feel like I've elevated to a point where I feel like there should be some type of fee. But it's like a lot of people have their own rules and regulations too. Like, oh, if I pay you, then you don't get the content. Like, or
And I kind of noticed that has changed dramatically because I had a conversation with shouts out to the cinematographer for Blush Erotica. Oh, and if you're listening to cinematography, you need to book Quincy for a shoot. I'm telling you, you need to book him for a shoot. And he was talking about the paid content. You know what I'm saying? And he brought up a good point. He said, why do they need my money? They're already making money. So what they need is good camera work, professional looking shit. So it makes sense for companies now. I even heard allegedly that Brazer, the biggest company in the world, does paid content. The
Yes,
reason
they do.
why, because y'all girls don't need them anymore because y'all, do your own content. And if it's about working with male, hell, y'all shoot with the motherfuckers they book at the goddamn time. So, you know what I'm saying? So it got to be another incentive for you to even go do a paid gig nowadays.
Yeah, because it's just like I tell people all the time, for male talent, it's kind of easier for them when it comes to what they have to do to be ready to be on a set.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I shot for Brazzers not too long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was
So,
probably
wait 1 second. This flex was brought to you by Quincy Roe. Continue.
so I shot with Brazzers not too long ago, and I could say probably it was one of the hardest shoots that I've probably ever done.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why that was, it was, well, first, let me say, before I say that, they paid me, paid for my flight, and paid for my stay.
Mm.
So, with that being said, when I got there, the lady was there to do my makeup. They had outfits and stuff for me. I pretty much didn't have to bring anything. Like they told me that what to bring,
Mm-hmm.
um, and she gave me a skirt, and I had my own shirt. She gave me a couple of other accessories that I would have needed for the shoot, but she told me everything that they was giving me I could keep. Um, it
So you
was
got free outfits, huh?
it, um, so with that being said, it was very professional. And when it comes to the guy, when he came in, all he had to do was just put on his suit. He was already ready. And what I mean by that is just like for a girl, like I gotta get my hair done, I gotta get my neck, I gotta get my toes done, you know. So I'm shaved, I'm hairless, gotta make sure I got my eyelashes, I gotta make sure that I'm prepared 100% when I walk into the door when it comes to a shoot. A guy, he probably just gotta get his hair cut, trim down low. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's
Because
just like a woman has to put a lot more into, and I feel like a lot of times when I shoot, they're not paying for my flight. They're not paying for my stay. They're not paying for anything that, I'm putting together, but you're telling me you don't want to pay me for a shoot, you want to do a content trade. Okay, well, content trade, I gotta depend on advertising this scene so hard to the point where I make my money back. Flights alone is $500. My nails toes 120 to 160. My hair 150. My stay probably is the most expensive out of everything. So it's just like I still gotta eat while I'm there. Like I'm not gonna make all that money back off that scene. Like
yeah.
realistically, that's not gonna happen. So it's just like
That's the reason why a lot of girls use the escort.
so it's
to,
so
to, to make up, you know what I'm saying, make up for the cost, especially when they go do content. Okay, even when I used to bring girls in, I covered travel, I covered the hotel. You know what I'm saying? And they used to ask me, well, is it okay if I take this? I said, yeah, because I know you want to make some fucking money while you here to take home, because I know you got bills. Period. And a lot of times, us as guys, we don't take that to account because, like, one of my favorite podcasts, See the Thing Is, shouts out to my pod mommy, Mandy B and Bridget Kelly. Bridget Kelly talks about that when it comes to female artists. that it takes more money to push a female artist than it ever will a male artist, because you got to think about stylist, outfit, all that comes with a woman. So it kind of makes sense that when you're doing content trade, the dude has to kind of put out a little bit more, to kind of sweeten the pot for girls to even do it. Whether he got to come to her town or pay for her to come to him.
And that's not happening. That's not happening. A lot of the times when it comes to me shooting with a lot of people, they wait for me to get to their town and be like, hey, are you available to shoot while you here? Or they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna wait till I get to your town and we can shoot because it's like, and then on top of that, I didn't even add makeup or or talent testing. Talent testing is about 200. Talent testing, especially because I stay in a state where talent testing isn't like an actual building. Like I think they only have like 3. I think one in Miami, LA,
Las Vegas.
yeah,
In the headquarters.
exactly. So I gotta go to a third party. So they charge me a little bit more than they would charge there. So my talent testing is almost $300. So it's like you're telling me that you're not going to put any money towards any of that, and you just want to do a content trade. Like that's not enough for me. Like that's not necessarily going to get me anywhere. So it's just like if you're not at least paying me, like, and I'll give you the content. And then on top of that, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people that hit me up to do content don't even have a bigger following than I have. So it's just I'm actually asking you to pay me because I'm also adding promotion into it. To promotion, that's getting you out there. That's getting you more followers. It's just like, but it's just like I don't even argue with people. I tell you to email me. I send you my menu. If you ain't got it, you don't got it, and that's just what it is. Like I put too much time into what my craft and what I do. I also have my own equipment. I have my own manager. I have and he's also my videographer and photographer. So I pay him as well.
See, fellas, the lesson you must learn today is there's no free ride in this. You're going to have to spend some fucking money if you want to do this business, people. That's facts. That's facts. Even I knew that coming into business back in 2006. Whether it's you buying your equipment or whatever. Then at first I was having girls cover their own travel hotel. But part of it was at that time because one, none of them had equipment. So you walking in getting 15 to 16 scenes that's going to be put on your site. You get a professional cameraman that not only is experienced shooting, he also has contacts with Hollywood to get you work. So it was a lot that I could bring to the table. But then as time changed, my thought process changed. Let me pay for these girls' travel. Let me cover their hotel to sweeten the spot. Because now it ain't even about having a nice camera no more. It's because now motherfuckers got a fucking phone that does 4K. So, so it's like you kind of got to adjust with the times, because when someone told me, and this was, I'm not going to say which talent I interviewed, told me about Brazen does that, I said, that speaks volumes because that shows me how much the content era has changed porn completely. That even the big companies now got to sweeten the pot. Okay, we'll pay you this and we'll give you one of the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Just
crazy.
to entice girls to come.
Yeah, and it's crazy because one of my favorite porn stars, I had a talk with her and, I was telling her, how much I admire her and I love her. And, I was asking her, what it is that you did to, get in the business, just trying to pick her brain. And, she started asking me questions about how much I was making, how much I was pulling in on my websites and things like that. And, I started telling her and it was blowing her mind. And she was like, you know, in a real long time. Like, And it was just like, she's been in the porn industry for over 20 years, maybe even 30 at this point. And she was just saying like how times have changed and how, you know, how we have more control now than they had back in the day. You know, they was paying them pennies to dimes and making so much money off of them. And it's like, now we have the ability to create our own platform and, you know, brand out, you know, create our own branding and do our own thing, to the point where it's like these big companies are like, we gotta pay them, you know, because they're already out there, like, and it's hard to take advantage of, because to be honest, that's what they were doing. It's harder to take advantage of these girls now more than what it was back then, you
Yeah,
know.
because girls used to go to Hollywood to get exposure, and to get paid. Because I remember it went from a time where if you tell a girl, well, you know, why don't you get your own site? This and that. Nah, fuck that shit. Now I want to get paid up front. Fuck that and putting out my own shit. Now, motherfucker be, look, I need this 2257, this ID so I can put this shit on OnlyFans, sir. Come on, sign it up. Yeah, the game has changed dramatically, you know, because you don't need braces to get exposure. Because shit, hell, thanks to OnlyFans blowing the fuck up, hell, you got an OnlyFans, you know what the fuck you do on social media. You probably more known than the girls that they got them booking.
Yeah.
Or damn near more known than Brazer. Because people keep forgetting, even though Brazer is a big company, I got to get close to the camera for this. They're not known mainstream. Let's make this clear. OnlyFans is more known than Brazer ever has been. And that's facts, people. Actually, Pornhub was more known than Brazen. Because I done talked to people that know about Pornhub and OnlyFans. But when I say Brazen, they're like, what's Brazzers? What's Brazzers? What you mean not in America? What you mean? What you mean Freak Mob? I never heard of them. But if you say OnlyFans, oh yeah. And see, that changed the game drastically too, because right there, it made porn become more mainstream. It made content become more mainstream. It made girls become more mainstream. So you have girls that actually got a bigger name than some of these companies that have been out here 20 to 10 years.
Yep.
Thanks.
You're right, because all I hear is Mrs. B Nasty this, and you know, all them other girls, like, they are so popular to the point where it's like they don't need, you know, the exposure. They have already done it themselves. They already put in the work themselves, to the point where people are screenshotting the videos and posting them in other places. You know how many times I've been in different group chats on Facebook and other places on Discord and, you know, other platforms, period, and I see their stolen videos all over the place, because it's
There's an
like,
OnlyFans video on top of that. Right beside the Brazzer video. And it got more views than the Brazzer video.
yeah, yeah,
It's real. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I tell people, as the game is evolving, and this is and this is about this because I remember when DVDs went out and became obsolete. You saw how many companies dropped out.
mm-hmm,
Trust me, in the next 10 years, you're gonna see a lot of companies that we're seeing now not exist because they're not gonna be able to keep up with the content creator. To the point that they're gonna end up stop paying girls and just doing straight up content trade after a while. Because even though they trust me, when OnlyFans tried to bump girls off, you know how many of them mainstream companies got them through a fucking party and said, thank you.
yes, they did.
Our money. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they did. But you got to think about it. A lot of these mainstream companies was going through, like Pornhub. They were losing their card, you know, abilities for people to be able to get paid from these websites because of all of the, you know, bullshit that they were doing, you know, or saying that they wasn't going to control, you know, these credit card companies was like, well, we just going to take the ability for you to be able to, you know, have our services, and
Yeah.
it big hold on them. They're still going through it for the most part. Like Pornhub still haven't recovered, so it's just like they're just working off of views, and it's not, it's just not working out for them.
But
So
see, I think what happened to Pornhub, and I said this, X videos is popping. Now, that's still popping. They growing. They might be the last of a dying breed. After a while, they might be the only two. Besides, like your OnlyFans, your mini vids. But what happened, so people can understand this, they didn't verify every fucking body, and that's all that. It wasn't even about verifying each talent. It was verifying who was putting videos up.
yep.
When they didn't do that, and then you had all this child pornography pop up, rape
Mm,
videos that pop up, and what have you. And some of these motherfuckers ain't got nan face. They ain't had to give them nan ID. They ain't had nan check, and then it became a problem. So that made it worse for everybody because now it went from where all you gotta do is just give your ID. You ain't got to worry about 2257. You ain't got to worry about that too. I got to have ID 2257 for every last one of them. And oh yeah, I got to also have this picture here.
yep. Things have changed for, I mean, but the thing about it is these credit card companies was making that mandatory. Because of that, things changed for a lot of these companies. And,
Yes.
and OnlyFans, they just caught on real fast to the ability for them to be like, oh, so we're going to crack down on this. And that's why a lot of people lost their OnlyFans account, is because of the verification process. And it's like every day that I log onto there, it's some new shit that they done put on there for more security. It's certain things that you can't say and trigger words on there. They'll send you notifications and all. It's crazy on there now. And it's like they're not the only ones. It's like even with mini vids, you put your stuff on mini vids, you have to have that person's fucking signature. You have to have it in the signed papers. You have to, unless they already have a mini vids account. But the thing about it is, and I stress this all the time when it comes to other people that create content. Make sure you have OnlyFans, make sure it's verified, a mini vids, make sure you have all these accounts and make sure you're verified on them, because it makes it easier for other people to create content with you, because all they have to do is just tag you at that point. They don't
Yeah.
need that information because you have already been verified, they have already been verified. You just put their at name and you don't have to deal with any of that, because it's very hard to keep up with paperwork. It's very hard to have to keep up with people signing papers and people pictures and putting them in folders and having things to be completely organized, when I can just say, send you the content, you send me whatever content, we just tag each other and go on about our day. Because it's getting crazy. And but it's also making it hard for people like me that want to actually do porn and get in the industry, because now everybody with a camera, everybody with a phone, everybody with an OnlyFans, everybody think that they can do this. It
Mm-hmm.
it's become very oversaturated to the point where everybody's like, because I have a phone or iPhone or whatever, now I'm a content creator. Or now that I gotta, I bought this expensive ass camera, oh now I'm a photographer. When they don't have the ability to be able to mentally understand that all of this is a process. And there's more to it than just buying the equipment and labeling yourself, you know, for it to actually be true.
Because I had this conversations, excuse me, with, I got to get you on my girl Kelly Sheen's, her podcast that we do. I think y'all love chopping it up together. We were talking about Miss B Nasty, and it understated how much an influence that she has had on this business. And I said she's a polarizing figure because it's good and bad of what influence she has. She showed women you can make money in this business, but also a lot of women didn't take the time to understand how she made it. They just mimicked what she did, not understand how she moved. You feel what I'm saying? Because, like for example, when a lot of girls saw her go through the, McDonald's drive-through with Hitachi, you know what I'm saying, with the Hitachi. But what they didn't notice was she made sure that she never showed where she was at, what restaurant it was. But these dumb motherfuckers, they'll go right there and you can see the McDonald's right there beside. Not realizing they can come back and sue your monkey ass. They can come back and sue your ass. So it's kind of like, that's why I said like podcasts like mine, podcasts like Paisley Hayes and many other people, it came to a point where we need to teach these people and to give them the knowledge. Even if they don't want to listen to the preacher, damn it, they might hear the choir. You feel me? Because when you have a bunch of people come into business, it sometimes changes the business and may not change it for better.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it harder for the people that's in the business, especially for a dude that been in the business as long as I've been. Because like I said, it was to the point that like when Crystal Cell took away that damn membership site, that shit hurt my fucking money. You know, period. Shit, it hurt my money when it took away the DVD site. I'm like, fuckers.
Yeah.
That's 75% of my check, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, period. And so, and I think that also on the other end was that with OnlyFans and many of these social medias as well as media, they exalted the regular person too much, which in turn made everyone think they could do it, such as a Jimmy Smack. I've never seen nobody made news stories and they say, yeah, Jimmy Smack made $1 million off of OnlyFans. Now, as much money as Jenna Jameson made, they ain't never say how much that motherfucker made while she was in porn.
Nope. Nope.
They never did. But as soon as they posted Jimmy Smack made $1 million, now every damn nigga with a cell phone said, you know something, bro? I could be Jimmy Smack. I
Yep.
could be Jimmy Smack, you know. And you know how women think when they were looking at Miss B Nasty. Because it really killed me when she was posting how much she was making. I said, why this broad doing that shit?
Yeah. Because she got right thinking that it's that easy to be able to make that kind of money, and it's not. I mean, you can mimic what she does, but you don't look like her. You don't have her personality. Like
You might not get that lucky. Because sometimes it has a lot to do with luck, too.
Yeah.
You don't take that into account.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because for one, I'll put it to you in this sense. When she put that out there, I know how women think. Not all women, but the women that probably following her, they was thinking. Because you know, and you probably, done heard girls say this, that, third. You done been through it. What that bitch thinks she is? She thinks she hot. I suck dick better than her. I got a fat ass. I got bigger titties than her. If she make all that money, I can do it because I'm better. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that, oh no, it's a whole, just the filming is the easy part. You got to promote it. You got to edit it. You got to find where to place it. You got to know how to place it. You got to know how to title it. Just the titles alone.
Yep.
You got to come up with a title that's going to catch attention. Yeah. People don't think about the psychology of porn. See, we always think about the physical because we seen the fucking, but they're not seeing the psychology of it. From what type of outfit that you're wearing for the type of scene that you do, to the, like I said, the title. You know, people don't read the description. They don't read the, the description in the scene, but
Right.
that title, also the cover, with even down to the psychology of the steel that you're going to use that they're going to see. Because even to the point, like, think about it. I know on X videos, like, as soon as you post it up, you got to wait for a minute, then they tell you got to select the steals. I got to sit here and go through which steals is going to look hot. They're going to make a motherfucker want to click on that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And it's just like a lot of people don't understand that when you are creating the content of what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable. A lot of people don't think about that, like you said, when it comes to the whole public content thing. Not understanding that when you are revealing where you are when you're doing content, you put yourself at risk of charges being brought against you because of the simple fact that you showing that you did public content in this public place. So I don't know. I don't think people understand the consequences behind it. I think they just do it because they see other people doing it, like you said, and they don't understand the precautions that those people are putting in so that they don't have to do the same thing, which is the reason why I don't do public content at all, because it's just risky. And a lot of people was just so adamant on, like, I saw a video of somebody having sex at a steakhouse not too long ago on the internet, and then I saw another video of a girl pretty much they having sex like right in the middle of the street, cars just passing. And it's just like you don't know who's watching. You don't know, like, I don't know. I don't understand why people do what they do, but at the same time, it's like I don't feel like it's my job to tell these people that that's not acceptable when society is so fucking dark and evil to the point where it's being retweeted, everybody's loving it, and they making it seem like it is. So it's like, oh, I'm just looking like the angry girl, like, you know, So it's just like I don't even put it. It's not any of my business. If that's what you want to do, you'll suffer consequences whenever the consequences is brought upon you. But it's a lot of times I don't feel like it's my job to teach others how to move, because it's a lot of people that do things different. It's a lot of people that do things just for clout, instead of actually.
Moment.
Yeah,
Because it's about, it ain't about making money no more. These motherfuckers just want to go viral.
exactly. And for me, that's just not how I operate. So it's just like, if that's how you operate, cool. Continue to do things how you like to do it. But for me, I do things differently because I understand where I want to go with this. And a lot of other people don't understand my path of where I want to go. So I don't explain it. It's not needed to be explained. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, show people, and as you see me grow, I'll be posting it on Twitter. I'll be posting it on Instagram. You'll see my growth. But as far as having to explain it and trying to stop other people from doing what they're doing, I don't really feel like that's my job.
I don't know. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, people. And that is the truth. So I done held you up for an hour because I know you a busy, busy woman. So with that being said, tell everybody where they can spend money on the sexy Quincy Roe.
I have a lot of social media handles, so everybody, you could just find me on allmylinks.com/Quincy-Roe, ROEE. That's Roe with 2 E's. So that's all of my social medias, from my Instagram to my Twitter to my backups, everything. You can find me there.
Most definitely. So people, there we go. Now it's crazy. We're gonna have to bring her back so we can get in the premium smoke room. Period. Y'all got blessed today because she was willing to show her face. And it was by accident. So this is gonna be a special smoke episode. I drop it on Mondays. So y'all get to start the week off with her pretty face. Most definitely, and everything. And I can't wait to talk to you again. It's always a pleasure, Miss Lady.
Likewise, always a pleasure. And I'm high as hell, so I'm probably about to eat some food and lay down.
You ain't the only one. So with that being said, life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke this over. Say goodbye to people, baby.
Bye, everybody. Till next time.
Yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. Make sure that. All right. Make sure that everything recording. Oh, there we go.
That you're recording about.
Y'all want to make sure you stop recording. Yeah. I got you covered.
Somebody call the FBI. What is going on? Somebody still dude out. My fans would never speak to me so disrespectfully. They'd be like,
But see, here's the difference between your fans and theirs.
yeah, my fans would be like,
yeah, you see, you're a dominatrix, so
of course one man could never be enough for our goddess. You need all of them.
The Premium Smoke Podcast. where all the porn stars come to.
I do.
Shop it at.
I unfortunately do know every bitch that dick has ever touched. Well, at least in the last 3 years. But scene is so hot. It's an hour long. And it was such an intense scene that I actually dropped into I dropped off into subspace during the scene.
Where he's causing that good habit and give you that great smoke.
Okay, literally, I knew it was that. I'm gonna clear back when he was fine. And then I felt like this, and I said, "What the fuck?" And yeah, I guess he wanted to get deeper, so he.
I'm sorry, bitch. Just got
he put his stomach on my back.
Sugar and spice and everything. So you been belly fucked. That we live in a world where we love separating shit. Look at porn, for instance. You got BBW porn, BDSM porn, racial porn. Hold on. But I'm gonna tell you what's interesting. Think about this. What's the name for white on white porn? I'm waiting. Come to the dark side. Let me give you that deep.
Because it also the best cage match ever for me is Tully Blanchard versus Maggot TA, because they fought like two guys that actually had issues. And fighting is not cool. You roll around on the ground.